Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wrestling Rundown, Episode 5. I am the undisputed Wrestling Rundown champion, the Bird Guy, and this is...
I already forgot my fucking name.
Um,
I already forget
Big
it.
Dotty Cool. Big Dotty
Yeah,
Cool.
that's it right there. Big Dotty Cool.
And we're here to give you guys our review of the greatest Royal Rumble. And then that's it. We're just going to review that show and then never come back. We quit.
We're done.
We're
This
done
is
with
it.
the
Last show ever.
last show ever. We only lasted 5 episodes. There's a certain...
It's done. We're starting a new show called The Down Wrestling.
Yeah. There's a certain someone that's trying to take over as GM when he never shows up. So,
like now, because we're live.
Actually, since we're here, he may get bad. Since he never show up, those topics aren't happening now.
Yeah, exactly. You got to show up, general manager.
Got to show up to make those topics happen. But anyhow, we're only talking about one. Did you see the Bruno documentary?
I did. It was very good. I loved it.
We'll save it. We'll save that for the end, I guess, because
that will give us something to talk about.
Yeah. All right, but let's talk about the greatest Royal Rumble event. Let's start off with the kickoff show. We had the panel of Byron Saxton, Jerry the King Lawler, Jim Ross, and Booker T. The weirdest thing is they didn't have JR go out there until like after a half hour of the show. I don't know why that was, but that's just the way they wanted to do that, I guess. I guess JR wasn't good enough to be out there the whole time.
The thing that pissed me off about like this show was the fact that they brought the King and JR down to Jeddah in Saudi Arabia just for them to do the fucking panel.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was poor. It should have been reversed. Cole and Graves should have been on the panel, and JR.
They should have at least done the Rumble.
Yeah, that was poor utilizations of JR and King. I wonder if it's because they don't trust him to commentate anymore since they supposedly fell asleep at Raw 25. But it's not like they were given it any choice but to go to sleep.
They were given like live events and like 2 televised segments, pretty much.
Yeah, so I don't know. That was poor utilization of JR and King. So
yeah,
you know what? I know we do ups and downs. That's a down right there. The utilization of JR and King.
Yeah. You get JR back for the first time in years, and on a part-time contract, and you use him for 3 matches. I think something like that. I think he covered the Taker match last year against Roman.
Yeah, he covered.
Did he do the Rumble this year also too?
He also covered the that United Kingdom Championship special with Nigel last year.
Yes, that's another thing too. I think he's done about 4 things for WWE since he's come back. But
he commentated the UK title match between at NXT Takeover Chicago.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
And then he covered Aleister Black versus Hideo Itami at NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3. And then he also was at Raw 25,
where they didn't fucking utilize any. They didn't do that properly.
I like how on Raw 25, one of the advertisements was like, all the supers are like, how are they going to pull this off filming at 2 arenas when they didn't?
I know, yeah.
They didn't even do it. They did it like 1, really.
Pretty much.
Anyhow, that's a different. But yeah, so that was poor utilization of JR and King. That was awful utilization. They should be ashamed of themselves.
I know, yeah. They flew him all the way down there for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
To give him two segments.
Not even. JR wasn't even. They didn't put JR out there until like a half hour before the pre-show. Like what was that? Like
stupid.
Yeah. All right, then on the kickoff, the Miz cut like one of those cell phone promos, and they get.
I know you love those.
No, I don't hate. I hate when they have the text, when they have the subtitles. But I don't mind the cell phone promos themselves. But when they have the subtitles, those get automatic downs, because those are dumb. I thought after Mixed Match Challenge went away, that was going to be the end of it, but nope.
Nope. They noticed that you hated them, so they keep them.
Yeah, and then
who
else?
New Day comes out and they tell me to clap.
Yeah,
it makes me not want to clap at all when you're forcing me to clap.
Jinder Mahal cut an interview talking about how he's prepared for Jeff Hardy, which apparently he wasn't prepared to be wrestling that night.
He's never prepared.
Oh, he was not prepared at the Greatest Royal Rumble. We'll get to that.
Oh, I gotta that that match has got a I got a funny thing to say about that match.
Well, I'll let you cover it when we get there. Then we had while the panel was breaking down the Universal title match, Paul Heyman came out and he pretty much just talked about how Brock Lesnar is going to absolutely destroy Roman Reigns, which I was surprised to see Paul Heyman there because there had been speculation that he wasn't going to be there. So
yeah,
it was great to see that he was there. And then we had Braun Strowman and the New Day cut a cell phone promo, and since this one had subtitles, it gets it down. So yeah,
your favorite kind, Owen.
yeah, it's great. So the kickoff gets a thumbs in the middle because I always like seeing JR and Ken talking. So, so yeah, the kickoff gets a thumbs in the middle. Then we had the actual show itself. We had the commentary team of Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and Byron Saxton. Byron Saxton didn't commentate one of the matches because he was up on. He was
he was on the panel too. He did. He had like the Renee Young role.
Yeah, pretty much because Renee Young
couldn't. Apparently, women aren't allowed in that country.
Can we give that a down that the WWE promotes women's revolutions, but yet they'll do business with someone that doesn't care about women at all? So
yeah, exactly.
Down.
I have to before we get to I have to say something about that crowd. Like the people in the front row, sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like they were fucking walking around the entire show pretty much.
Yeah,
and
I know.
People like the apparently it was like I forget who was sitting the royal family of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Was sitting in the front row area. So people bought tickets, couldn't even sit in the front row.
Yeah.
It was like the whole royal family. And you could tell they just didn't give a fuck because they made no reaction when anyone came out. They were talking to each other. I'm like, and they stood there. They sat there fucking stone faced the entire time. I'm like, what the fuck is the point?
The crowd definitely didn't react to a whole lot. I can't really blame him for the Rumble because I think any crowd would get burnt out after watching a 50-man Rumble like that, especially
with nothing big happening in between. Apparently, they had a prayer because it was mandatory.
Yes,
they had a prayer session. That's why they went to an extra long video package.
Yep.
It was in between. I think it was after the Jinder match or something like that. But,
yes.
There was an extra long video package that so they could get because they do a prayer.
Yeah, I know. And that's why Byron had to go do the panel for a while. So, and they also performed the national anthem for both the United States of America and Saudi Arabia. So everybody else got they didn't get their national anthem played. Germany, screw you.
Nope.
It was just
Germany.
Just the United States and Saudi Arabia. Nobody else.
Nobody else. Because really, they're the only two that mattered at that point in time.
That actually, when I was doing my live reactions, this is probably going to happen. When the Saudi Arabian national anthem played, my video was temporarily blocked due to copyright content. So I have a feeling what's going to happen now is my video is going to get blocked again due to copyright content.
Oh my God. That's happening to you.
So that would be a waste of 6 hours. Actually, that's going to be a waste of, I can look for it right here. That's going to be a waste of, that's going to be a waste of 6 hours, 6 hours, 26 minutes, and 22 seconds.
That was a long fucking show. That's what, did you have any commercial breaks at all?
I fast forwarded through most of them.
Yeah, so it's you cut off probably about 5 or 6 minutes worth.
Yes. I definitely got to say, too, it was a lot for WWE to throw this show out right after WrestleMania, which was also...
Which they hyped this show up as being as big as WrestleMania.
When it wasn't.
It just felt like a house show.
Yeah.
Like a big televised house show.
Let's talk about the first match on this show. John Cena versus Triple H. This match was a match you would see at a house show.
Yeah. You can a lot of these singles matches were matches you see on a house show.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
It's a lot of wrestles.
Well, maybe not the
one thing about this match though, it was very, very sloppy.
Yeah, you can totally see that Triple H has some because when was the last he hasn't worked a one-on-one match in over a year because he didn't
Seth
wrestle.
Rollins, I think, was his last one. I think, right?
Yeah, so he hasn't wrestled really one-on-one in a while. But
Yeah.
this match was still decent. It was definitely better than the WrestleMania 22 match, which really isn't saying much. I don't think this is the best match they've ever had, but typical stuff that happened was they did the test of strength spot in this match. Cena and Triple H kept getting the advantage on each other with shoulder tackles. Triple H dominates the match for a while. He hits a face buster, the double A spine buster. Um, and eventually John Cena performs his comeback. He tries to do like that move that he likes to do after the shoulder tackles that they never say the name of because I guess they don't.
Yeah.
But Triple H counted the first time, and then he actually mocked the five knuckle shuffle when he did the "You Can't See Me" and then the DX chop, and then he did the five knuckle shuffle. To which Triple H tried to get the pinfall that way, but I don't think anybody's ever losing a match with a five knuckle shuffle, so we're
Nope.
that.
No one's lost.
And then
This was like a typical like Super Cena era type match.
and a Triple H match
where he gets his ass kicked for
Yeah,
like 90%, and then he comes back and wins.
yeah. Especially to obviously at every Triple H match, he has to have that spot where he awkwardly goes over the turnbuckle after an Irish whip. He always has that.
It's the fucking spot he's been doing for years. It's the same
But,
fucking one.
and then Cena bounces him off the barricade and he throws him head first into the steel post, not shoulder first, Cole. Not shoulder. That was not his shoulder.
That's
So
this big fucking noggin going right into the post.
and Cena hits an AA, and of course Cena can't win a match with just one AA anymore. So Triple H had to kick out. So
I know that move's like not even like special anymore.
Yep.
Like no one would kick out of it before, and now like in the past 3 or 4 years, like everyone kicks out of it.
At least
everyone does, even from the second rope.
Yeah.
That's supposed to put away a match. AJ's kicked out of it like twice.
Yeah. Kevin Owens kicked out of it at Battleground in 2015.
Kevin Owens, AJ, like it's not like those moves don't feel special anymore.
Like,
no one kicks out of the F5
Yeah.
until like Roman did. The choke slam, like no one ever kicks out of the choke slam or the tombstone.
Yeah. Triple H hits a pedigree on Cena, and you guessed it, Chris. He kicked out.
See, because when he hit the first AA, Hunter kicked out, and I'm like, since Hunter kicked out, Cena now has to kick out of the pedigree.
Yep.
He has to. It has to happen, or else the match. There's no point to it. There's no point.
They both traded submissions where Cena did the STF twice, but Triple H kept counted it the first time, and he awkwardly kicked Cena off. And then Triple H got him into the crossface, but then Cena hits the AAs, and for some odd reason, he doesn't want to pin him. He slingshots him into the turnbuckle, then hits another AA. I would say that was a bit unnecessary, but so guess what? John Cena wins. Low.
It's a Cena match. It's a typical super. I mean, it's a little bit less than super. It's a little bit more than a Super Cena era match because in like 2009 to 12, where he would just get beat up for 95% of the match. This is at least he had a little bit of offense in, a little bit before he made his comeback.
Oh, and I forgot to mention that awkward powerbomb that Triple H hit when Cena.
They tried to fucking play off like it was a spine buster and said fucking Triple H was fucking way too far behind.
Yeah.
He was like a foot behind when Cena would have landed.
So this match gets two and a quarter stars.
I'll just give it a 2.
Okay.
It was a sloppy match.
Yeah. Triple H and John Cena.
I mean, it's a decent opener.
Triple H and John Cena never. Triple H and John Cena though never really have good chemistry with each other for some reason.
They never do. It's like it's two fucking bruisers that don't sell.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work that way.
Like I think the best match they had was at Night of Champions 2008, but that match was just good, not really all that great.
Yeah, it's probably by default their best match.
Yeah. All right, but afterwards, John Cena cuts a promo thanking Saudi Arabia, and I did like how he kind of referenced what was going on with him in real life because he said, even though I've had like a setback these past couple of weeks, I was not going to miss the show. So I did kind of like how he went because I think everybody knows that him and Nikki.
Oh yeah, it's all over the internet.
Yeah,
all over the internet. It's all over, the gossip sites. It's all over fucking it's all over everything.
Now you could say that's why Cena and Triple H's match was sloppy. I wouldn't say, I think this match was going to be sloppy even if Nikki and Cena was.
Regardless,
Yeah,
it's Triple H doesn't sell,
yeah.
so it's kind of difficult to face someone that refuses to sell.
And Triple H too has got to get his 20 minutes. I mean, he didn't exactly get 20 minutes, but he nearly did. I mean, with his entrance alone, that's probably at 20 minutes right there. So
yeah,
got to get.
I expected them to have like I expected Triple H to have like a spectacle entrance.
No,
Instead, he just had a normal entrance, which I was
I did.
surprised.
I did laugh that John Cena had the entrance with the kids since
Yeah,
the whole reason him and Nikki broke up. So that was funny.
but I'm no one on the show got a special entrance,
Except
which kind of shocked me a little bit.
I wonder if they threw the kids out there as a rib to Cena. Actually,
Cena, you hate kids, but here's some kids.
yeah. All right, then we had the. Let me try to think. The next match. Oh, and I forgot. We got to mention it too every time. There was pyro on this show.
There was that very little pyro, but mostly just fireworks.
Hey, you got to take pyro when you can get it, though, right?
Yeah.
Because with lots now it's gonna be weird because it's like WrestleMania had pyro, which we forgot. No, we mentioned it the first time, but then we had to remove the first video.
Yeah.
But WrestleMania,
which that was like they went over the top with pyro for the entrances on that one at WrestleMania, but like on this show they didn't go over the top for the pyro because AJ got like a tiny little bit of fire of pyro.
All right, then we had the next match. It was a cruiserweight championship match. Cruiserweight champion Cedric Alexander versus Kalisto. This match was really good.
Oh, it's excellent. Again, you put Cedric in the ring with people who actually can wrestle, and it's a great match. You put him in there with Enzo, and it's like, what the fuck is this shit? Because one guy is trying, and the other guy just doesn't give a fuck, and is just there to talk on the microphone and allegedly rape women. So that's the.
I would even say the same thing goes with Kalisto too, because he got a lot of people soured on Kalisto after that Enzo feud too. So
yeah, because it fucking ruined Kalisto. Kalisto is a fantastic in-ring worker, and he's honed his craft over the years to get to WWE. And if he gets put in a feud with Enzo, that doesn't really showcase him by putting him in the ring with someone who he has to carry.
Yeah, and Kalisto is not really someone who could probably carry a match either.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, that's why this match was so damn good, is because Cedric can carry a match, but he didn't need to here.
Yeah. All right, but let's. I did like the spot where Cedric hit the head scissors and Kalisto landed on his feet, but Kalisto hit the head scissors and Cedric didn't land on his feet, and then Kalisto hits a springboard West Coast pop, and then Cedric Alexander uses his power game to ground Kalisto at every turn. And then Kalisto starts to make his comeback because I guess they wanted to make it look like Kalisto was the babyface here, which probably makes sense since he's the smaller wrestler.
I mean, it's two faces, but like Cedric's been more like tweener.
Yeah.
Because he was kind of like the de facto heel at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali. And he was kind of like the de facto heel in this match too also.
And then Kalisto hits a Spanish fly off the second turnbuckle, which was awesome.
Oh, I love it. Because Cedric was a little bit too far down on the turnbuckle. So Kalisto kind of like readjusted.
Yeah.
And still was able to hit the Spanish fly from a seated position, which is fucking fantastic. That was excellent.
And then the finish comes when Kalisto goes for the Salida del Sol and Cedric turns it into the lumbar check, which looks sick.
That looks
Cedric
sick.
Alexander retains the Cruiserweight Championship. I would like to see them have a rematch at Backlash, but unfortunately they got to give Buddy Murphy his match also.
The Bud. But there's one other spot in this match was at the beginning when Kalisto hit that like weird looking like move on the outside.
Yeah.
When he like springboarded from the second rope on the outside of the ring.
Yeah.
Like that was really cool.
Oh, and Cedric when he did the flip onto Kalisto.
Oh, that flip is fucking incredible when he does that. And he can still land on his feet. That's impressive.
So yeah, this was definitely I would give this match 3 3/4. This was a really good match.
Oh yeah. See, since they went away from storyline based matches,
yeah,
they're the quality of their matches has gone fucking through the roof.
Especially because they don't have Enzo in the division anymore.
Oh yeah, exactly. Let's look at the match at WrestleMania. The crowd was hot for it.
Yeah.
When the fuck was the last time a crowd was hot for a cruiserweight match in general? These past two, like big show, like the Jeddah show and the one at WrestleMania, they were fucking hot for both those matches.
And
they should have been because it was they were great matches.
I would like to see like them have a rematch or something because I don't want to see Buddy Murphy get a chance. He doesn't deserve a chance.
I mean, I'd rather see a triple threat between Kalisto, Mustafa Ali, and Cedric Alexander. That'd be fantastic.
How about anybody but Buddy Murphy? Would that be better?
Anyone but Buddy.
Well, actually, except Enzo.
Yeah, he's never coming back though. Apparently, he hung up the Jordans. Apparently,
yeah,
which is good because no one's gonna fucking on the Indies is gonna say, "Hey, let's bring in fucking Enzo Amore." Yeah, let's do that because he's such a fantastic wrestler. He can because that's what it is on the Indies. It's not about talking on the Indies.
No,
for the most part, it's all about the in-ring action.
The only way he's gonna make it.
That's why the top stars of the Indies thrive.
He could make it as a commentator, but I wouldn't want him on commentary.
I wouldn't want him anywhere near my wrestling company.
All right, let's talk. I'll let you talk about this next match. It was a vacant Raw Tag Team Championship match. Monday Night Raw's the Leader of Worlds versus SmackDown's The Bar.
I liked it. I thought it was very, very good. Like I said in our little chat, Bray Wyatt and Push in the same sentence just doesn't seem right. It just seems weird. But I love the tag team. Right team obviously won. It was obvious. They couldn't have made it any more obvious.
Since the Bar's on.
If Sheamus and Cesaro stayed on Raw, I think it would have been less predictable.
Yeah, that's where the superstar shakeup affected some of the outcomes of this show because you knew
exactly.
This is why the superstar shakeup sometimes wasn't a thing because it builds up for matches. So
it does because this match was kind of built up, and then they just they shipped the Bar off to fucking SmackDown.
I wish they would. I'm assuming they're going to get rid of. I said this before. They're getting rid of the shakeup because every pay-per-view is dual branded. So the shakeups, it's pointless to have separate brands. So.
I think they're keeping separate brands, just for the fact now that a little bit more underutilized talent will get used more. Because if you like go back to one brand, basically, like. Your lower tier guys aren't going to get used ever.
Name the lower tier guys that would never get used.
Ty Dillinger.
He never gets used now.
R-Truth.
Never gets used now.
Then Breezango.
They barely get used now.
But they've been featured more on television lately, on both Raw and SmackDown. And they've won matches too, Breezango. But I like it the way it is now. I mean, I kind of like how they're going with, dual branded pay-per-views. Because you get to see more of your dream matches that you wouldn't see before. But it's just kind of weird how they're doing it now.
SmackDown is tanked. SmackDown's pay-per-views were started at tank.
Oh, yeah, because it's just like there's no real feuds that could get people invested into it. I mean, you can obviously get invested into a Bryan match or a Sami Zayn Kevin Owens match when they won SmackDown, but like you couldn't you just can't on paper feasibly say that this is gonna draw because it's not.
Yeah,
they don't build it up enough as it is. So this should bring more intrigue to both pay-per-views, where Raw definitely I think dominates that. But
yeah, this match here I thought was a good match. I would definitely say this was probably a house show match though, but this was still a good match.
Oh yeah, still a very good match. Right, obviously right team won, but I like it. I like Bray and Matt together. Matt Hardy was kind of underutilized after Jeff went down.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And now this kind of like reinvigorates the both of them, and it works because both of their characters are insane.
Yeah.
So it works. And I like the
Again,
fact that they actually turned Bray Wyatt face to something they should have done a long time ago.
well, they did, and then he got hurt, and then they stupidly brought him back as a heel, which was dumb.
Oh
So
yeah, that's right. Because he was a face for a little bit, for like 2 weeks, or
yeah,
like a week, and then he got hurt in Providence on a house show, and then they brought him back as a heel, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
yeah, but
But
yeah,
like,
this
this is his first like actual full fledged like face turn.
yeah. But yeah, I'll give this match 3 stars. We forgot to do the ups and downs. John Cena and Triple H, I guess, gets an up.
I put it in the middle because I wasn't a fan of it.
And then the cruiserweight title match gets an up, and then
It
this
gets a
match
major.
gets an up.
That match was. I'll say it again. Fucking incredible match.
And then the Raw Tag Team title match gets an up.
Up again.
All right, then let's get. Unfortunately, now we have to go to the downs because now we get the United States Championship match. Jeff
It's a
Hardy.
shame to give Jeff Hardy a down. It
I don't have
really is. But again, this match wasn't very good.
It wasn't Jeff's fault.
Exactly. Yep. It's all Jinder. This match to me was very boring. There's one spot in particular where Jeff went for Whisper in the Wind, and I don't know if Jinder was supposed to get in the way or if Jeff mistimed it, but he went up for Whisper in the Wind, did the fucking Whisper in the Wind, and completely missed. And then Jinder, for some fucking unknown reason, decides that he wants to bump. Did you see that?
Yes, he did.
He took an unnecessary back bump.
He should have. I have a feeling what was supposed to happen was Hardy was supposed to hit the move, but the commentators tried to sell it like the vibration took him down, but that was
like you have to salvage at that point.
Yeah.
He went for Whisper in the Wind, and I'm pretty sure Jinder was supposed to move in the way, but
Yeah.
Jinder was at the fucking ropes for some unknown reason.
Yeah, this was not a.
It was not crisp. It was not good.
Jinder Mahal.
Right person fucking won, but it's down, and I give it a star.
I give it a star and like a half.
And that's like, it's not Jeff's fault.
Yeah.
I mean,
the half is because
Jeff's a great worker. That was not his fault.
Yeah, the half is for the fact that this would be a star if Jinder had won, but since I think his push is his push is definitely done because he lost to. They pretty much, I think, brought him to Raw because I don't think they want to push him anymore because he's going down. He's definitely going to go down.
Because 3MB can happen.
No, thank you.
No, it's not happening.
Then we had then this is when they took their break. They went to the panel for a while so they could pray. And Chris Jericho did an interview with Mike Rome, and Jericho was going through like all the people that are going to be in the Greatest Royal Rumble. How like they're going to be like these big superstars, and then he brought up Mojo Rawley.
that was better than Mojo Rawley. It just rolls off the tongue. Mojo Rawley.
That was awesome.
See, that's Chris at his best.
Yeah. Fortunately, it wasn't New Japan Chris Jericho, but it was still Chris Jericho. Great.
No, this is WWE 2017 Chris Jericho.
Yeah, and then Mike Rome tells him, "I'm not Tom. I'm Mike." And then Jericho says, "No, you did this to me last year. You're Mike. No, you're Tom." Mike has a fake hair, and
a fake beard.
Fake beard, and then he tells Tom that he makes the list. I think this is like the 1,000th time Mike Rome made the list.
Both of them have made the list like 1,000 times.
That was and then the camera guy made the list.
Everyone made the list that was in the room.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this gets enough because Chris Jericho is just awesome.
Chris Jericho is underratedly funny.
Yes.
He could be a serious wrestler and legitimately scare people.
Yeah.
With like how good he is, like as a heel, like as a full-fledged, like not like comedic heel, but like the New Japan style Chris Jericho was like the 2008 like devilish heel Chris Jericho.
Knocked up 20 notches too.
Oh yeah, but he could do that, or he could do what he did, or he could do like the list gimmick,
Yeah,
which is like just pure comedy, and he's fucking great at both of them.
yeah.
That's what makes Chris so unique, is he can pull off being the dastardly heel that everyone fucking despises, and he can pull off the lovable, fucking hilarious babyface, which he is right now.
Which is especially too like he maintains his gimmicks too, like outside of WWE.
Oh
Like
yeah, like when he's a heel, he doesn't sign autographs, he doesn't have T-shirts, he doesn't do anything when he's a heel. When he's a face, it's the exact opposite. He has the T-shirt, he has the light bright scarf now. He interacts with the fans. Like he doesn't do that when he's a heel.
Yeah. So this interview gets enough. Then Daniel Bryan gets interviewed and talks about how he's going to win the greatest Royal Rumble event.
Close. Came close.
He came close. And then I think that was the only interviews. I don't think there was anything else.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else got interviewed besides those two.
Oh, what does get it down is Saudi Arabia pretending they're trying to give women equality when they literally women could just now drive. Damn. Yeah. That's fake. We don't like.
And the fact that they apologize for airing women on their show.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking kidding me?
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they apologized for airing that Backlash commercial because it had women in it.
Oh.
Like, you fucking, you're fucking pathetic.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying to, WWE's trying to prove equality by women doing main events, women being the focal point, the women getting two Rumbles this year with the Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania and the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And they go to a country which doesn't support women. They treat them like second-class citizens.
Exactly.
They treat them like dog shit, and I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be smarter than that.
And they're trying to say that we're moving steps. You guys, I read online that out of 144 countries, they're number 138.
Yeah, it's a backward country.
Oh, and I have to and 138 because 144 is the lowest. So, yeah,
it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's I don't think any of the female talent could actually travel with them to Jeddah.
No, they couldn't.
To me, that's they try to make it seem like, oh, this is a beautiful place and whatnot. It's just, it sours on you real quick.
And WWE
you realize how backwards this country is.
And then
where men are held on such a high pedestal.
Yeah.
And then women are 50 pegs down from them.
It also makes you
they should be treated equally. That's what it's like in the United States. Women are treated equally here.
It also makes you question whether or not WWE really cares about the women's evolution if they do business with a country.
Yeah, do business with a fucking country that doesn't respect women.
Yeah.
Come on.
So this whole that video package gets a massive 58 thumbs down.
Yeah, they air it and then the stupid idiots have to apologize for it.
Yep.
It's just it's one of those things where WWE is trying so hard to try to go into the international market, which they've succeeded in. This is a big fail, in my opinion.
Yes.
You can talk about buys, but the entire seating chart was fucked up.
Oh yeah, it was.
They couldn't see people properly.
Let's get to that now. Then the show continued. We had the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos. Byron Saxton was not on commentary for this match because he was all the way up at the panel.
Doing the Renee Young job.
Corey Graves and
Michael Cole because she wasn't allowed there.
Yeah, Corey Graves and Michael Cole absolutely loved the fact that Saxton wasn't there. So poor Byron Saxton.
Shitting on their old commentary, buddy.
Yeah. This match was exactly what it should have been. This match I thought was a good match. It was exactly what it should have been.
Oh, it was a squash.
Yep, and the Bludgeon Brothers did sell some, but then the Bludgeon Brothers murdered the Usos.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I kind of liked the hope spot by the Usos. Like they kind of got their hope spot in. They hit the super kick and then they hit the splash, but they kicked out, and that was kind of the end.
Yeah. And then
like,
the Bludgeon
that
Brothers.
It's not like it wasn't a full squash match, but like it kind of was.
Yeah. And the Bludgeon Brothers win with the double power bomb. Yeah, I'm hoping that the Bludgeon Brothers are like dominant champions, and I think what's going to happen is when Sanity officially debuts, they'll be the team that beats the Bludgeon Brothers.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Unless because I don't know what other team really should. Not the New Day.
Besides Sanity.
Huh?
Besides Sanity.
Not the New Day. Get out of here with that. Like, get out of here.
The New Day. It should be Sanity at SummerSlam.
Yeah, definitely. Because Sanity was the first team to defeat the Authors of Pain, so
yeah.
And
they should win the tag team titles.
The SmackDown tag team. You have to call them the right titles because it's two show. It's a double brand.
It's the tag team championships.
But I don't know what championships you're talking about though. So
what brand is those championships on?
SmackDown, but this is a double
exactly.
So I can call it. This is a double branded show here, though. We agreed that when it's double branded,
we didn't agree on anything.
Yes, we did. I have it on recorded.
No such thing.
All right, but anyhow, yeah, this match I would give it up, and I give it 3 stars.
I gave it 2.5. You know, it was a decent squash match.
Yeah. All right, then we had probably maybe the match of the night, the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Even though we knew that a Raw guy was winning, since a SmackDown guy was taking the U.S. title with him. Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins versus Prince Devitt versus Samoa Joe versus The Miz. This match was great.
It was excellent.
Everybody just started brawling. This was a brawl.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins hit a suicide dive on The Miz, and then Joe on the outside. No, Balor. No, not Balor. Devitt, and then Miz on the outside. And then Miz and Rollins realize they have to work together to take out Joe, so they try to take him out with the ladder, but then Devitt hits a flip dive on the outside. That was awesome. And they did have a mess up where Samoa Joe went to put the ladder in the corner, but it fell, so he improvised.
He improvised it. Still looked brutal as hell, though.
Yeah, and he just slammed, I think, Devitt on the ladder. And then he eventually just Irish whipped Rollins into the ladder. And they did like a hope spot where it looked like the Miz and Joe were going to work together. To which Michael Cole said the weirdest thing on commentary when he says, now he's got to worry about dealing with now Miz has got to worry about dealing with Joe on SmackDown, even though he already had to worry about dealing with him on Raw before. So I don't know.
I got to worry about him now that they're on SmackDown, totally forgetting the fact that we're on Raw together.
Yeah, exactly. Joe decides just to hit a.
Rewards me basically everywhere I stay. So why am I stomping grapes with aerobics enthusiasts near this B&B? Or doing goat yoga at this mountain resort? Or treating a destination wedding to the sweet sound of club bongos? Because Hotels.com lets me do me. Where are my dogs at? Oh, here they are. Hotels.com. You do you and get rewarded. Take it away, Henry.
I was 15 and my grandfather passed away of cancer. I wanted to start doing